Blue Ivy and Northwest are Nepo babies, but who cares? A lot of people care. I've been seeing a lot of people complaining about these two and their involvement with The Lion King. And I just want to tell you guys my opinions because that's what I do on this channel. So I try to see the positive side. And as much as I can, I can't see the positive in everything. I'm not perfect. I'd be lying if I said I were. I wish I were. I wish I were. But with these two, I did not have to try. I just naturally saw the beauty and the positivity. But let me explain. So I do have notes here. So what I have been seeing on the internet, and I'm always late to the party, and I don't mind because I sit on my thoughts sometimes. I need to start jumping on it and telling people what I think immediately. But sometimes I feel like my thoughts are not well received. People roll their eyes or like, oh, you're just being positive, Portia. You're just trying to know. But seriously, it's like whenever I'm going on a rant, but whenever we spread love, peace, and positive energy, baby, we do so much more. Life is just so much better. Anyway, I saw some comments on both of these girls, and I have to tell you, I saw the Mufasa in the theaters in 3D, and it was spectacular. Everyone did such a great job. It was spectacular. But I just watched the live Lion King, like the performance. I just watched that today. While Crystal and I were playing Skip-Bo, we had it playing in the background. So that's what made me want to make this video. Okay, let me just say this. Just because somebody has famous parents and it helps them launch their careers does not mean that they're taking something away from you. People say that, oh, Blue Ivy should not have been in Mufasa. It's just because her mother is Beyoncé and her dad is Jay-Z. Are you kidding me? She killed that role, you guys. And people are like, oh, well, my kid's been doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. The same with Northwest. They're like, oh, Northwest can't sing and she sounded awful. She actually sounded good. And I am a trained vocalist, okay? I am pitchy at times, and I'm not gonna talk about myself like that because it's true. I am pitchy, but it's not about me. I only heard North sing one bad note, and maybe my ear didn't pick up on everything, and that's fine. I was enjoying the performance. It was beautiful. The only bad note I heard was like right at the end. She was so proud of herself. The performance was over, and I heard one sour note, just one. The rest of the performance was spectacular, but I've done that too. I'm not here to judge, baby. I was at a wedding, you guys. And I loved these guys so much. The wedding was so beautiful. It was two men, so I was happy to sing. I'm like LGBTQ plus IA, baby, come through, So I was performing it with the cover band. The very last note, I think it was a Sade song. Excuse me. The very last note before it cut to an instrumental break, beautiful instrumental break, I hit the wrong note, a note that was not even in the key. I don't even know what I did. I just know that note had so much reverb and it rang in my ear until I got to start singing again. I was like, I can't believe I just sang that note. I was beating myself up. And I asked everybody, did you hear that? And everyone was like, yeah. I was like, how did that happen? And the two guys, they looked at me like, what was that? I'm so sorry. And it's still I cringe to this day thinking about that moment. But North killed it, you guys. I didn't have to tell you guys my whole story, but it's one of those things, whenever you are like, oh, why did I do that? I'm cringing. That's one thing I cringe about every time I think about it. I'm still disappointed in myself. And it was maybe 8 years ago? I should be over it by now, but I'm not, okay? I'm still cringing about stuff I did when I was a kid. So who am I kidding? I'll probably never get over it. All right, what did I say here? So I said, so about Blue Ivy and Northwest. So Northwest cannot control the fact that her parents are famous and wealthy. Northwest has two very famous parents, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. We already know that. And you know what? It was so cute. Whenever I was watching her, I was like, oh my God, I see Kanye. I've never seen Kanye in her face before, but I saw it when she was on stage doing The Lion King. She's so gorgeous. She did such a great job. I loved that performance. I said here that you can't control who your parents are or how rich and famous they are and how much money they throw at people to buy what they want. I don't know if Beyoncé and Kim actually paid for those girls to get those roles, but whether they did or whether they didn't, the girls knocked it out of the park. And I saw parents, okay, I think I'm a little bit hyper right now, and that's okay. But I saw parents on Instagram like, oh,
Well, my kid did this, and my kid's been practicing for 8 years. My kid's been doing this for 10 years. And then you just come up and you've only been practicing for a year, and you think it's okay just because your parents paid for your role.
it's like, okay, whether or not the parents paid for them to have their role, that role is irrelevant. To me, I don't care. If I were putting on a play and a famous person wanted their kid in my play and they paid me, I'm going to take the money because money talks. But not only that, a lot of the people performing in the movie and the musical, on stage for the live performance, they were celebrities. What makes anyone think that their kid deserves a spot on that stage in that movie when their kid's name is unknown? Even if their kid is known, are they that known? No, because if they were, it would have been them in that role instead. So to think that we are so entitled because our kid has been practicing for 10 years, that my kid was better than that kid and should have had that role. Okay, there's so many people in this world that I feel like I could be a better songwriter than them, but because of the hard work they put in, because of the connections that they have, they are in a place in their life where I am not, and I'm not jealous. Sometimes I do get a little bit envious, but my envy is more like I want it too. Like, I'm happy for them. They got where they are, and that's where they're supposed to be, but I want to get where I want to be. Even though I currently am where I'm supposed to be, I'm not happy with that. I've been writing songs for, like what, 25 years? That's crazy. I've been writing songs for 25 years. Someone can start writing a song today and blow up, and I'm still working hard trying to get where I want to be. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I deserve to blow up because I've been doing this for 25 years and they've only been doing it, for a day. No, what is for them will be for them. What is for you will be for you. And it's okay. It really irritates me when people say stuff like that. Like they're only where they are because of their parents. Who cares? Who cares? If they got that role, it was never meant to be yours. It was never meant to be your child's. It was never meant to be theirs or their child's. It was meant to be whoever got it. Whoever got it. And that was Northwest and Blue Ivy. Well, let me see my notes because I'm starting to go off. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did. I said I got chills during both of those performances. I already said that. When I was watching, oh my God, the movie, it was so good. It was so great in 3D. And I feel like I've just turned myself around. I'm just really getting into it over here, aren't I? But I watched the movie in 3D. It was so good. I got chills so many times. Everyone did such a great job. And when I was watching the live performance tonight, oh my God, those singers, those musicians, everybody was giving me chills. I was like, man, people work hard. It doesn't even matter if they just got a voice trainer tonight or a month ago to train for that part. They worked hard and the performance was great. I enjoyed it. Okay. So anyway, oh yeah, whenever I was watching North on what is it even called? Crystal played it, so I don't even know what it's called. Like the Lion King musical, the Lion King live on Broadway. I don't know what it's called on Broadway. That's funny. Anyway, I got chills multiple times during the show. The singers, the musicians, yes, during North's performance, they cut to the audience and the little girls, their eyes were just so lit up and they were so excited to be watching whoever they were watching at that time. It could have been a cut from a different part of the show, or it could have been an actual cut scene from when North was performing. You know how TV is. Sometimes they'll like cut from like Jennifer Hudson's performance and then like make it look like the audience was looking like that during North's performance. You know, everything is crazy, but oh my God. I was like, whenever the little girls' eyes were lit up, I was like, oh my God, they're so happy to see someone their age, someone that's famous, someone that they've never seen in person before, and they're on stage and they're singing, and this is her first like big performance. It was just a great, I don't know. I enjoyed it. All right. So I said this. Oh yeah. So, say that Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West actually paid for their daughters to have these roles. Just say that they did. I don't know that they did, but say that they did. If you had that much money, wouldn't you want to buy your child the world if you've got kids? I don't have kids, I have a dog. I want to buy my dog the world. If I could get him his own little playhouse, his own live baby, I would. If I could get him all the TREATSs in the world, he's right here sleeping. I don't want to say that because he's going to be like, where is it? If I could do that, I would, baby. So my mom, oh my God, my mom would go to heaven and hell and back. Okay. She wouldn't stay in hell, but she would go to heaven and hell and back to do anything she needed to do for me and my little sister. I know that if she had that money to pay for me, if they were like, oh, your daughter's not famous enough, those kids are famous enough, they could have gotten the roles for free just because of their notoriety, because they're famous. They could have been paid to be in those roles instead of paying to be in those roles, okay? So anyway, if my mom could have paid for me to have an experience like that, to be in a movie, to be on stage, and a lot of eyes would be on me when I was young, she would have. She would have. She would have done it for my little sister. My little sister is such a beautiful dancer. If my mom could have paid money to have my little sister on stage and get her career started doing dancing, because that's what she wanted to do back then, she would have. I believe any parent would do anything to give their child the world. So I don't know why people feel so entitled to think that their child deserves more. And I'm not trying to put anybody down, but baby, if you ain't got Beyoncé money, if you ain't got Kim Kardashian money, what makes you think that you can buy your child the world? You can't. I can't. I don't have Beyoncé Knowles money. I don't have Kim Kardashian money. So I can't buy my child the world. But what we can do is work hard enough to get there so that we will be rich. You don't even have to be famous. Just be rich enough to buy your child the world. And then people won't be complaining, If you got the money to do it, do it. What else did I say here? It looks like I touched on everything. That's good. I'm happy. But let me know what you guys think about this topic. I'm actually curious because I saw so many negative comments about Blue and about North. And I'm just curious if you come across this video, what do you actually think? Because I think both of the girls did a great job. I really do. And I'm not just trying to say that because I love celebrities and I want to be on their good side. I'm saying it because I really feel that way. I promise I do. I was like, man, I don't know why people are hating. Like, both of these girls did an excellent job. So whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.